I've been excited for this. So, you want to become a perfumer? Come with me. There we go. Okay, so this is my little haul. I've already got some materials over there from a previous project, but this is a new one and I'm super excited. Okay, so we've got the first few unwrapped. Look how cool that is. I'm super excited. Okay, I've been super excited to use this material. This is Mate Absolute, and this is derived from real mate, like green tea. So I'm so excited to use this material. It looks awesome. This is another Absolute. This is Coffee Absolute. It's so dark. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. That is like thick. Okay. This is coffee CO2 extract. This is like £2 per gram. So I didn't get too much of it because I think this is the most expensive material I've worked with so far. This is dark and thick. That's so cool. I don't want to give away too many of the materials I'm using, otherwise people might copy my stuff.
All right then, keep your secrets.
Dimethylpyrazine. That's supposed to smell like coffee and kind of like meaty, which could be disgusting, but it could be awesome. So, okay, that's, oh my goodness, we've still got more. Okay, now we got the big boys. If I can open this. Right, come on. Maltol? Hold on. I swear that maybe I thought there was Maltol in there. I'm actually going crazy. Okay. Oh. Yeah. ISO E Super. I love the sound that makes. That's so funny. Yeah. Could do a little ASMR. Okay, this is. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain to. Okay, whatever. I thought it made a funny sound. It's going to be such a pain to dissolve that. I might have to get a hairdryer out and warm up the mixture, heat it up from the bottom, because I don't have my heating element thing. Phenol ethyl alcohol, that's over there. And vanillin, that's a powder. Okay, right, well that is, oh, they gave me a little notepad. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is just about the company, okay. Okay, now I bought everything from Perfumer's World, which is a Thai company. They do ship to the UK, and if you do an order over $100, then it's free shipping. There are a couple more in the UK, so there's Fragrance Foundry, which does ship to the UK, Frata Works ships to the UK. For my US watches, Eden Botanicals does some good looking stuff. For me, I love Perfumer's World. There's nothing wrong with them. Really good prices, and yeah, I would suggest them for sure. But yeah, there are a few others there that you can buy from as well. The annoying thing about those bottles is that when you open the cap here, when you open the cap, there's like a plastic kind of thing that you have to pull up, and last time I pulled up one of those, I got phenol ethyl alcohol all over my trousers and I smelled like roses for weeks. Not the worst thing to smell of, but it gets old. Well, no, it did go in the wash and the smell didn't come out. Yeah, that's some... The scent itself isn't actually that strong, but it lingers. Oh, that smells so good. I can already smell it. That's just like pure mint. So nice.
smells like Lindor. What's this?
Ah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it smells chocolatey. Yeah, that vanillin is like it's just a sweet vanilla-y smelling powder.
No way!
Yeah. But that actually smells good. That smells like incensey. It kind of smells like a temple. And it also kind of smells like dirt. That's good.
Yeah, this one smells of perfume.
Really? That's quite nice. It's like a little bit minty. Bro, what even? That's like, it's really cloudy. That's sick. Because that's real coffee that's been distilled and turned into material. From grass as well in France. That's pretty awesome.
This one also smells of perfume.
I can't smell that one too much. This is the one I've been like really excited. Oh, there's like sediment in there. Okay, whatever. I mean, I suppose you can only expect that when it's like an absolute, but... Oh, that smells awesome. That's exactly what I thought it would smell like. Okay, I'm happy with that.
This one smells like Palmer violets.
Actually, that's going to be like a violet-y iris accord. That's so nice! Oh, that's so good. I've got a fragrance upstairs which literally just smells like Palmer violets. I'll show it to you later. This one will not open. Jesus Christ! Mate. Okay, it smells meaty.
It smells meaty. Can I have a smell?
You can.
Right, I'll trade you for this one.
Doesn't smell very much.
Oh, Jesus.
I can smell that from here. It does, it smells meaty, doesn't it? It smells like coffee and meat.
It kind of smells like crisps, but if they had absolutely no flavour.
I see what you mean, actually. And that's at 10% dilution. That's strong as. Oh, this is the black one. Okay. This is one which is literally like impermeable to light, and this is at 10% dilution as well. Okay, this is probably the one I've been like most excited to try. That is. I don't know if the camera would be able to see it, but like, that is literally black. I don't know. Can it? Yeah, that is. Okay, let's give it a whiff. Oh my God, that is strong. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice. That is exactly the smell that I've been looking for. Okay. Well, I've got multiple materials which are supposed to kind of smell like Palmer violets, because Palmer violets are supposed to taste like violet.
No way!
Yeah, I know, surprise, surprise. That's really strong. Okay, it smells like incense and mint. You can get a whiff. And dirt.
Oh, yeah, that is dirt.
Dirt and mint and incense. That's actually really cool. I quite like it. Oh my days. I almost broke my fingers doing this last time. Oh, okay, well, that's gone. Yeah, that's gone. Rice man. It smells like cake batter. It's really nice, actually. This is vanillin. Powdery, so it's going to be annoying to dissolve, but whatever. I need to get that mixing thing. Okay, this is a liquid, so I've got to be careful not to spill it all over me. Yeah, that's the problem. Because last time, when I did this with the phenyl ethyl alcohol, My trousers will never smell the same. Ow. Okay, I don't want to use too much leverage here. What the hell? That's 20 grams. That stuff must be dense. That's quite nice actually. It smells like wood.
It smells like a kind of old English pub.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice actually. This is okay, this is a super strong fixative. Basically, just like add a couple of drops of this to your formula and it will make it last twice as long. So I'm gonna experiment using this. Hopefully it works out because my last formula didn't last too long and hopefully this will change that.
What was the duration on your last?
Say like 5 or 6 hours probably. Which isn't that bad, but like the thing is I use so much oil, so I'm gonna tone down the oil like concentration, use more ISO-E Super, and then it'll last longer while using less oil, because I don't think there's anything wrong with putting more oil in a fragrance, and it can be like, it can make it higher quality, but there definitely comes a point where it can become like sickly if there's too much oil in it. So I'm gonna tone down my other formulation because that was 34% oil, which is a lot. So I'm gonna add ISO-E Super just a little bit and then do less oil, and hopefully it'll last longer and it won't be as sickly. It smells like roasted marshmallows, for sure.
It also kind of smells like cake as well.
Yeah.
More like cookies or something. Or
Wow.
biscuits.
Yeah, actually. Malted milk biscuits. It's called
Yeah, like
maltol. It's called maltol, yeah. Well, that's why, okay. It smells like malted milk biscuits. That's really nice. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to using that. Okay, so that is everything unboxed. I can chuck these away. We don't have a bin in here anymore. Okay. Excuse me, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Okay, enough messing about. I've got 5 tips for you. And the first one is you don't need to spend loads of money on everything straight away. For example, I'm using this ethanol, which I got from Amazon. Now, you can't use this in an actual perfume formula. You cannot sell this because it's not legal for cosmetic use. However, if you just want to mix stuff up at home and see what your formula is going to smell like, then this is a great option. Obviously, as I said, you can't sell this. I do not condone that. But it's great for just getting a general feel for your fragrance before you invest in the expensive food-grade ethanol. Okay, number 2. Having said that, there are some bits of equipment which are essential. For example, these spatulas are great if you're mixing, dry ingredients and if you need to weigh out dry ingredients. Onto weighing, you need a scale. This one didn't cost me much. In fact, I got this on Perfume as well for I think $30-ish, which is 20-25 pounds. Not super expensive. You don't need to shell out hundreds of pounds on a super intricate weighing scale. It's a great tool. At some point you might want one, but when you're starting out, you don't need anything that fancy. This does 2 decimal places and that's enough for now. So I would definitely invest in a weighing scale, spatulas, and a notebook. Now that brings me on to point 3. Write everything down. Believe me, I've been through it. There is nothing worse than making the best formula you've ever made and realizing you haven't written it down and you can't recreate it. It is so painful. So please, I think that's the most important piece of advice that I'll give you today, is write everything down. These notebooks, they're not expensive, and if you don't want to go out and get one, you can just use your notes app on your phone, which is free. I really think that writing everything down is the most important tip, and I wish that someone had told me that when I started. Okay, now my fourth piece of advice, and this is a really important one, is try things on a strip first before you mix them. Putting in drops of stuff and you don't know what it's going to smell like together is a waste of materials if it doesn't smell good. I've got my 3 coffee materials on here, just the tiniest bit you can see on the end of there. And that smells so good. But I'm glad that I tried it on a strip before mixing things, because if I mixed it in the wrong proportion, it might not smell good. Definitely try things on a strip first to see if they work. Now my last piece of advice is don't go crazy. Just start with small amounts. You don't need to invest hundreds and hundreds in kilos of materials. It's not necessary. You can just start with, you know, small amounts of materials, start with basic accords. You don't need to try anything too virtuosic. Just, I mean, I had a tea accord in my last fragrance, which was 2 ingredients, and it smells amazing. So I think those are my 5 pieces of advice that I would give a complete beginner as a recently ex-beginner. And now it would be unfair to show all of these materials and not actually do anything with them. So I'm going to do a really quick iris accord for you. So we've got alpha ionone. We're going to do one part of this because it's quite strong. So if you have strong materials, then you don't really want to add too much of that. You don't want it to be overpowering. So I'm just going to do 1 drop here. I'm going to do a super simple accord. We've got alpha isomethyl ionone. This is not as strong, so we're going to do about 3 drops of this one. This is a more kind of earthy floral than the alpha ionone. Alpha ionone is quite fruity in a way, and this is definitely more kind of earthy iris. It's really nice. And finally, we've got Ultralia, which is again more earthy and floral than the alpha ionone. So we're going to do 4 drops of this because it's not as strong as the others. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I use these little mixing pots when I do accords because it saves me from mixing too much stuff at the same time and then it, you know, smelling horrible. So that's a really nice iris accord. Okay, so I have another piece of advice for you. Get a label printer. You need labels. Honestly, if you mix up any of your stuff, it's a bit of a nightmare trying to work out, you know, what's what. So I always get these mixing pots and I just put a label on there. There we go, I've got an iris accord. So now every time I smell that, I know that this is iris. Perfect. And yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed and I hope that this was useful. And also I'll be doing more videos on this soon with some compositions for my fragrance. Anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one.